Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight on SUTV News. I'm Kyle Rogers.
And I'm Lucy Davis. Well, police are investigating a robbery at a cafe just off campus. On Tuesday night, someone broke into Biscotti's Coffee Bar on 300 North Earl Street. Just after 11, someone shattered the glass on the front door. They stole money and receipts and left through the back door. If you have any information about the robbery, call Pennsylvania State Police at 717-249-2121.
The fight for a better future started yesterday in Shippensburg outside Starbucks. Bubba Smith has more on the protesters rallying to save their future.
The ship quad was alive with the sound of music and rallying yesterday. For the second straight year, the APSCUF Teachers Union organized a protest of Governor Corbett's proposed budget.
The main purpose of the rallies is in response to the proposed cuts to our state appropriation.
Ship management professor Dr. Jerry Carbo helped mobilize the event.
So we want to give students, faculty, community members, business leaders, elected officials and candidates a chance to have their voice heard in opposition to these cuts.
Though another rally is scheduled next week in Harrisburg.
We will have the statewide rally next week, and that is a state-level response, and that will be geared mostly towards the governor.
Carbo says it is still important to protest in Ship.
The reality is our locally elected officials, they're going to be voting on this budget.
Officials APSCUF encouraged to speak at the event.
All elected officials in the area as well as all candidates were invited.
Local candidates for the PA Assembly, like Bill Vinsko,
and those in power in the legislature have forgotten about that.
And Susan Spica accepted the offer to talk to protesters and encourage them to vote.
Currently, the legislature is looking at the universities and saying they're not voting anyway. So if they're not going to worry about their own vote, then we're going to do what's best for us to be re-elected.
Rallying kind of sends a message that we know what's going on. Registering to vote shows a message that we are going to take action to stop what you're doing.
And though the movement is still gaining momentum,
it's taken a couple of weeks to get things rolling.
Dr. Carbo says this ship rally will inspire action.
We'll see a quicker growth of the student activity.
You have a voice, use it.
Bubba Smith, SUTV News.
Ship students wanting to contact their congressman can visit apscuf.com/Shippensburg for more information. And you may remember last year, Shippensburg University chartered buses for students to take to the Harrisburg rally. Ship students joined with hundreds of other students from around the PASHE system to fight last year's rounds of cuts. This year, they will get the same chance. APSCUF has again chartered 2 buses to take students to the rally free of charge. The buses will leave for the Capitol at 10 on Wednesday and return at 2.
10:15 and coming back, leaving Harrisburg around 2. The rally runs from 11:30 to 1. We'll be providing State APSCUF will be providing lunches for the folks who are registered.
If you would like to ride the buses, you have to register first. You can follow the link on the rally's Facebook event. It's dubbed the Back to the Future Rally.
Well, Republican presidential candidate and former Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum will be in Harrisburg on Saturday. He and fellow candidate Newt Gingrich will speak at the Pennsylvania Leadership Academy in its annual convention of conservative activists from Pennsylvania. On Tuesday, Rick Santorum was in Adams County. He kicked off his Pennsylvania campaign at the Gettysburg Hotel. It was a night to watch the results of the Illinois primaries. Santorum lost to Illinois to Romney. Republicans will vote in the Pennsylvania primary on April 24th.
Next on SUTV News, meet a woman who gets her message of healing across without even opening her mouth.
And Casey Peel is here with your weekend weather. It's coming up next.
If you and your friends are fans of pulling pranks, your jokes can be put to good use. Lucy, pay attention. You can help women in need by flocking someone's door with pink flamingos. A pack of 5 flamingos is $3. If someone puts flamingos on your door, it will cost you $2 to flock someone else. All of the proceeds will help build new shelters for women. To remove the flamingos if you get them from your door or to flock someone else, email kg8287@ship.edu. Well, the second half of the semester can be stressful for students and faculty. Rachel Snowdy takes a look at a local woman who fights stress for others, one hand at a time.
Some people go to counseling for therapy. Others try a different form of therapy, massage therapy. Emma Kleitz is a certified massage therapist who treats the stresses of everyday life.
Typical massage is good for just relaxation purposes, especially during finals week.
But she's different from other massage therapists.
I also focus on pain management massage, so people who have chronic pain issues.
Emma is a resource for faculty and staff as well as for students.
I was at the Wellness Fair last year just as a spare massage therapist, and since then I've picked up a fairly regular clientele.
Her work helps her clients relax and relieve their stress.
I'm not the best verbal communicator. My hands do my talking for me.
Rachel Snowdy, SUTV News.
Emma will be giving out free massages at the fair. You can check out the Wellness Fair on April 11th, starting at 11 in the morning in the Cub MPR.
Well, students who are looking for a place to learn other than a classroom are in luck. Coastal Literature offers students a summer course on the beach. The class is offered at the Marine Science Consortium, Wallops Island in Virginia. The course meets the Category B requirement. It's June 11th through the 29th. For more information, go to msconsortium.org. You can also contact Lori Sella at 717-477-1204 or ljsella@ship.edu. Well, one group on campus is reaching out to improve education in the Dominican Republic. Casey Peel has more.
The Reach Out Committee is a program here on campus whose main goal is to better education for a small school in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. The team meets weekly to make lesson plans and teaching tools for the classrooms for the yearly visit to the Pathways of Learning School.
We put all of our preparation time into creating lesson plans for, to implement that week and for teachers to use from then on.
The co-chairs of Reach Out are Abigail Mottler and Katie Taylor, and together they've created 2 teacher handbooks focusing on literacy and classroom management. With the help of department officers, Reach Out is able to plan fundraisers like Zumbathon to raise money for school supplies and teaching tools for the Pathways of Learning School. The Zumbathon is led by one of Reach Out's faculty advisors and Zumba teacher, Dr. Gretchen Pierce, along with the help of fellow Zumba instructors. After a whole year of planning and fundraising, the Reach Out team takes their trip to Santo Domingo and is able to share their lessons, tools, and techniques with the students and teachers.
That changed the dynamic of things a little bit, and that was just a great experience because we really got to know the kids and we played a bunch of games with them and got to know them on a personal level.
Casey Peel, SUTV News.
The Reach Out Committee's next fundraiser is Tuesday, March 27th at Newt's from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can find the discount coupon on the Reach Out team's Facebook. All proceeds will benefit Reach Out's efforts in improving education in the Dominican Republic. To learn more about Reach Out, contact Abby Montler at am5452@ship.edu. Well, don't think these shipmates are stalemates. Members of the SU Chess Club pawned off challengers from Penn State and Pitt Universities this month. The 5-man team rallied back on the final day of competition to bring home the team's first state championship.
And the president of the Chess Club is here with us today. He's with Bubba Smith over there. Hey, Bubba.
Thank you, Kyle. Well, thankfully, we don't need too much technology to make this work. All right, Nick. Well, good luck to you. Best of luck. Too. May the best man win.
Yep. There we go.
All right. So when the chess team started, it was about 4 years ago. Did you guys ever think you would have the title of state champions?
Honestly, we never did because back then we didn't even have boards. So it was quite a ways to go before we could become state champions. A lot of work, a lot of preparation, and now here we are 4 years later.
Wow. Wow. So the state championship was held in Carlisle.
Yep.
You played with big names. Penn State and Pitt were there. It was also open to the public. Can you describe the scene for us? Was it more or less frantic than playing on live television?
Well, I guess the best way I can start out by describing it is that it was extremely chaotic. It took almost 20 minutes to find your boards, and there were little kids running everywhere. There were adults as well, so that was probably the most difficult part, but we had a lot of fun once we did find out where to play.
Absolutely. So if someone else wants to someday become a state champion through SHIP, how can they get involved with the chess club?
Well, we meet every Friday in the Dolphin Fish Bowl from 3:30 to 5:30, and anyone's welcome to play. You do not have to be good at chess. We will teach you, and we'd love to see you.
All right. Well, you heard it from the man, Nick. Well, that was your move.
Thank you.
Excuse me. All right. Well, Lucy, I believe it's your move. We're going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Bubba. Well, don't go away. Still to come on SUTV News.
Hey everybody! So we had a bit of a gloomy morning, but after around noon the sun came out and the clouds cleared up. So coming up next, I'll be inside with your weekend weather forecast to see if Mother Nature is going to keep the sunshine coming.
All right, we'll see you soon, Casey. And man-eating plants come to Shippensburg. Hear from a woman who spends an awful lot of time with them and find out how you can safely see them too. Felt a lot like summer outside today. This anchorman here may be sporting some shorts, but you'll never know. Casey Peel joins us now with an update on the weather. Hey, Casey.
Hello again. So I just had you guys outside in the gorgeous weather. So let's take a look at what's in store for us tonight. It's going to be partly cloudy with the low 50 or with the high of 55. And let's take a look to see what the weekend's going to have for us. On Friday, it's going to be 79 with some sunshine, but a little bit hazy. Winds at 5 miles per hour. It's going to be a beautiful day. And for the 5-day forecast, like I said, Friday is going to be mostly sunny. Looks like, unfortunately, Saturday and Sunday we're going to have some rain with highs in the 60s and lows in the 50s and 40s. But we're going to have the sunshine again on Monday and Tuesday with highs in the 60s and 50s and lows in the 30s. So let's enjoy this sunshine while we have it tomorrow, and I'll see you guys next week.
All right, Casey, thanks so much. Going to class, the library, eating, and sleeping are not the only things students at Shippensburg University do. Believe it or not, there is more going on than just school. Stephanie DeCarolis reports.
During the day, Samantha Dupree is a typical senior. She's an English major and is busy in extracurricular activities. But at night, Samantha goes by a different name.
Fawn is one of the three trio, and the trio kind of functions as a group of people that kind of comment on the action. They don't actually partake in it.
She practices her lines and music for Act 5's upcoming production every chance she gets. Samantha has the lead role in Little Shop of Horrors. Her experience helped her land the position.
My first leading role was the Scarecrow in Wizard of Oz.
Preparation for the musical means putting in long hours up until the show date.
Rehearsals will go from 7 p.m. to midnight, so we'll do about 2 runs of the show, Monday through Wednesday, and then we'll open on Thursdays.
Juggling her time between school and performances has helped her develop her time management skills. Staying focused on school gets hard to concentrate as opening night approaches.
I mean, anyone will tell you it's kind of hard to focus on class that week of the show or any other extracurriculars.
Samantha's busy schedule can be stressful, but in the end, she's satisfied when her hard work is paid off. Steph DeCarolis, SUTV News.
Little Shop of Horrors is March 29th, 30th, and 31st in Memorial Auditorium. You can buy your tickets in the Cubs starting Monday. I think we should check it out.
Yes. Well, Leah Yolande joins us now with our SUTV Entertainment Update. Hey, Leah.
Thanks, guys, and welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your spring break. Let's kick things off with Ship Happenings. APB's Spring Film Series is underway. Showing in the Orndorff Theater, the film series includes independent films as well as documentary, foreign, classic, and popular films. For a complete list of titles and times, visit clubship.edu/APB. APB also presents McFeely's Coffee House series this Saturday. From 10 to midnight, enjoy the classy acoustic sounds of the Sunday Element while enjoying light refreshments. Now, we all know how I feel about gossip. I personally don't like to do it, but since we're already on the topic, Kim Kardashian stays in the rumor mill. Apparently, she's adopting a baby girl, and it's been all over magazine covers and blogs. Kim and Kanye are back together. As for the alleged on-again, off-again relationship with football star Reggie Bush, I never got the memo on that breakup. In an interview with Ryan Seacrest for MSN, Kim says she's not adopting any children, and there's no Kim and Kanye. She says she's just trying to get through her situation, her divorce from basketball player Chris Humphries, and she's not dating, but focusing on her career. What does she do again? Beyoncé has been hitting the streets, showing off her banging post-baby body. Of course, we expected nothing less from the pop queen. B looks as beautiful as always. All you Atlanta Housewife fans, congratulations is in order. Kim Zolciak and hubby Croy Bierman of the Atlanta Falcons are pregnant with their second child. In an interview with Life and Style magazine, Kim shows off her 4-month baby bump. It turns out the Twitter news J-Lo is headed down the aisle for the 4th time is false. Designer Roberto Cavalli told People magazine his Twitter account was hacked, and the message telling all he was designing a special dress for J-Lo's wedding was made up. He's not creating a dress, and she's not getting married. Her status is still almost ex Mrs. Mark Anthony. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I asked all you creative producers and beat makers to give me a beat. Well, I'm still in need. I've got hot lyrics for the SUTV News Open and Sports Open, but no beats. Show your peers your skills and add something cool to your resume. If you've got that upbeat pop R&B flavor I'm looking for, hit me up at la4370@ship.edu or post to our Facebook page at facebook.com/SUTVnews. Well, born Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanata in New York City, singer-songwriter Lady Gaga is our Women's Month honoree. Gaga has sold more than 87 million records, singles, and downloads worldwide. Her chart-topping hit, Born This Way, sold over 1 million copies and downloads in its first week, making it the fastest-selling single in history. Her Monsters Ball World Tour is the highest-grossing tour of all time. Gaga earned more than $90 million last year alone. She scored 5 Grammys in her short career and the crown for Forbes' number 11 most powerful woman, 2 spots ahead of Oprah, I might add. Lady Gaga is an advocate for HIV and AIDS as well as LGBT. She has broken many records, including most Twitter followers with more than 12 million, and won many hearts with her down-to-earth personality, and she's only 25. Now that's what I call entertainment. Back to you at the desk.
Well, thank you, Leah. It's that time of year to dust off the pom-poms and practice your back handsprings. Cheerleading tryouts for Shippensburg Athletics is coming up. Tryouts will be April 21st and 22nd in Henderson Gym. For more information, email Kyle Boyd at kcboyd@ship.edu or Sarah DeBlas at sd0657@ship.edu.
Don't go away, still ahead on SUTV News. Trey Kemble joins us with a sports update.
Sports is next. Welcome back to SUTV News.
Hot off spring break, Trey Kemble here with Red Raiders Sports. Hey, Trey.
Hey, guys. Well, as we were relaxing during spring break, some Raider athletes were hard at work, so let's get right to the action with athletics.
All right.
The Lady Raider swim team traveled to the NCAA Division II Swimming Championships. 3 relay teams received honorable mentions for All-Americans. The 400-yard relay team posted a new school record by 1/10 of a second. Julie Brown improved her school record for the 100-yard freestyle as well. After a trip down to South Carolina to play Newberry and a home game against West Virginia Wesleyan, the women's lacrosse team picked up 2 straight wins, outscoring their opponents 36-3. The Red Raiders faced off against IUP in the first conference matchup of the season on Tuesday. Sean Gallagher has the highlights. Both the men and women's indoor track and field teams participated in the NCAA Division II Indoor Track and Field Championships on March 10th. Herman Kirkland became Shippensburg's first All-American sprinter with a 6th place finish. The women performed just as well as Amanda Raudabaugh and Katie Spratford received All-American honors. The distance medley relay team also earned All-American status for the 5th straight year. The men's team is now ranked 8th in Division II, and the women are ranked 6th. The Raider baseball team played a doubleheader this past Tuesday against IUP. Shippensburg won the first game by a score of 3-1, but dropped the second game 13-11. The team continues its homestand tomorrow against Millersville. Game times are at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. The team is currently 14-11 on the season. So, guys, Raider athletes hard at work, and it seems to be paying off as a lot of great things are happening right now during Shippensburg Athletics.
Means more work for you, buddy.
Oh, I welcome it. I cherish it.
Very good. Trey, thank you, and that's it for SUTV News. I'm Kyle Rogers.
And I'm Lucy Davis. Thanks for joining.
And be sure to catch us online at facebook.com/SUTV News. Good night.